We're doing.
Licking your wounds is nothing new for a guy like you. You've had to do it, throughout your career. You're a veteran. Just your thoughts on the way that this team kind of regrouped coming back this week.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell, especially today, just the focus of just the bounce back. And we know it wasn't our best game on Monday night, but yeah, got to move on to the next one. There's a lot of important games, and especially this being our first divisional one. And yeah, I mean, we know what's at stake here, and so all the guys are pretty focused.
What'd you take out of that game on Monday that you want to basically this team has to improve on?
I think a lot of it I mentioned after the game. We have to start faster. Offensively, we got to be more aggressive. With a defense like ours, there's no reason why we can't be aggressive and push the tempo and trying to force the issue for a team to try and get aggressive against our guys and let them make plays as well. So it's just, when it comes down to it, it's complementary football, and offensively we have to do our job.
The Saints is a team that you faced last year when you were in Carolina. How much can you kind of draw on that experience of what you saw with this team and what they present on defense?
Yeah, I mean, it starts up front. You got Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, and then in the back end, Marshawn. I mean, it's just their veteran leadership they have on all levels, and it's just their mentality defensively. Those guys, I mean, they're consistently physical. It doesn't matter who they're going up against. They're going to play extremely, extremely hard. They're going to present different blitz packages and presentations up front that you have to be prepared for. So it's a mental game preparation-wise for them, but then also it's physical when it comes down to game time.
Baker, when you talk about being more aggressive on offense, what does that mean? Pushing the ball? Does that mean throwing more first down? Is that,
No, just taking care of matchups, taking advantage of matchups. Excuse me. I mean, like on our first drive, I missed that shot to Devin Tompkins. Whether it comes down to actually hitting the shots or just taking the easy plays, get the first down, and then get into our groove. So just making sure that we're not having a conservative mindset against a team like that.
You see any parallels, Baker, between you and Jameis in respect of overall #1 picks, ups and downs in their NFL career, not old, and have another opportunity in front of you?
I mean, I don't like comparing anybody's story because every story is a little different. But yeah, similar in the aspect of having being the first pick, not exactly going how you want it to, but then getting opportunities to have a fresh start. So I'm a fan of Jameis, and so he's a locker room guy. But yeah, every story is different.
Baker, when you watch the Saints, they got a great corner, Marshawn Lattimore, and him and Mike have had some epic battles.
Mm-hmm.
Between the whistles even at times. I mean, do you like that challenge when you got your guy against their guy and they're two great players? And,
Yeah. I mean, we're always going to take our guys in our one-on-one matchups. We believe in them, and they would say the same thing. That's what's special about it. That's what makes this rivalry so good. It's a physical matchup. It's nonstop. Doesn't matter what's at stake. And, yeah, it's getting to watch it from afar was fun. Now being in the middle of it's going to be even more fun.
Do you get a sense of how hated this rivalry is between these two teams? I mean, in the last 6 years, it's just been the Bucs and Saints winning the division.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see it firsthand now being here in Tampa. But, yeah, you kind of watched it on TV, or I did in the past. So, yeah, you get a feeling this is the ones that, everybody has circled on their calendars when the schedule gets released. And looking forward to it being this early on a division game and, yeah, having the same record as them as well.
Baker, statistically speaking, looking at Mike's hot start, and Chris has not had maybe the production that Mike has had yet. It might even out later in the season. But has there been something that has happened on the field in terms of your reads that where Mike's just getting open that has led to kind of the lopsidedness in terms of the production yet? Or?
Yeah, I think you look at, yardage-wise in particular, the third down play against the Bears, he catches a long touchdown pass. He also catches the pass and breaks it for 70 yards. And then on our tempo against the Vikings, we get a look to have him run a post route for a touchdown. So there's certain things that come throughout a game that, yeah, it's going to be balanced, but Mike's had those shots so far. But Chris has been a guy he's so valuable to us, and he knows that, but he's a guy that we have to continue to get involved in the offense because good things happen when he touches the ball. He's a consistent guy, does everything that you want to, and he's there when you need him.
Baker, after looking at film, what's maybe one thing that you personally would like to improve upon from week 3 to week 4?
Hitting the easy stuff, like I mentioned earlier, hitting Devin Tompkins on that kind of deep crosser play. taking some of those shots and getting, like, even the ball to Mike in the end zone. It wasn't my best ball by any means. It could have made it easy on him. Just taking exactly what's there and making it easy on our guys because they're great playmakers. So there's no reason to make it harder. So I think obviously taking care of the ball, we'd like to eliminate the interception, and then taking everything that's easy there for us.
You talked about Mike being so friendly at the top of his routes and just what a joy it's been kind of throwing to him. Are there glimpses of other things and other attributes, I guess, that you see of him in game that maybe you didn't see before in camp and practice?
It's just, I mean, it's kind of just put on a show on Sundays. Like, yeah, he's great in practice. He does all those things, but it even elevates come game time. So you get to see it full speed with, having a game plan locked in throughout the week, the week of preparation, what he's saying he's going to do, exactly what he does. But it's just still fun to watch when you get out there with him.
When you are such a passionate player, because you get it, like you're out there, you're trash talking guys and stuff, but when it is a team that's like this, where there is a history and guys like Mike have unfortunately taken themselves out of the game before, what do you kind of say as a leader on this team to get everyone to lock in, play with passion, but don't lose control of your emotions?
Yeah, I think it comes down to playing within the whistle. Never hurting your team. You can play with passion. We're never going to take anything from anybody else. We're never going to back down. That's not the type of group we are, but we're also, we need to be smart. So there's things that I think everybody knows. It goes without saying that just don't hurt the team. We're going to protect each other, but don't hurt the team.
You played in the Superdome in college, won in college, but I don't think you've played in the NFL. Are there many teams, many stadiums you haven't played in, and do you like the idea of a first game there?
Yeah, I mean, that was the only time I played there. I was my rookie year before I started playing early on. But played in most stadiums, but it's a great atmosphere. I remember that just from our week 2 game my rookie year. They're extremely loud. So we're looking forward to that great environment and seeing how our guys handle it.
You seem to be in a pretty good mood. I know you don't like the loss, but I mean, I know you were pumped up. You wore the Rondé shirt. It was Monday Night Football. It was a loss. Is it because it's a short week? You also know it's a long season to go, and you felt you guys did do some things?
It's a combination of all those things. Short week, yeah, you got to move forward. And I think the biggest thing, my attitude is there's a lot of things that we can control. Eagles are a great team. They made a lot of great plays. I'm not taking anything away from them. But there's a lot of things that we can control to get better. And that's what, when you look at on tape, we can fix those things. So it's in our control. It's in our hands. And that's why everybody needs to be positive. The world's not ending for us.
What would it mean, Baker, going into a bye week 3-1 with momentum?
Yeah, I mean, before the extra game on the season, you split up the season into the 4 quarters, groups of 4 games, and so for us, going into this bye week with 3-1 record would be tremendous. And obviously, we would have liked to have been 4-0, but it's on to the next one. So 3-1 is the best we can do, and we need to have our eyes set on that.
You look at this critical matchup, given the fact that you're not going to probably see a lot of the NFC South opponents until later in the year.
Yeah.
And this is a chance to kind of get a jump on this division. But if you're going to win the division, I mean, is one that you really need to win?
Yeah, I wouldn't say. I mean, every game for us, mindset-wise, is a must-win. Now, this early in the season, it's not. You're not losing sleep over it, but it's an important one for us. Every game's important for us, but especially the division ones and especially this rivalry. So, I mean, I can't say enough about it.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.